Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Esselatu vesselamu ala Resulina Muhammedin seyyidina ve ya Resulüne dediğine salatu vesselam. Neslimu ala şabla fazla hasen şab Muhammed'e ve tarikatuna suhba vel hayru fil cemiye. Peygamberimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem buyuruyor. Ahir zamanda fitneler gecenin karanlık hali gibi olur.
Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, states that in the end times, corruption, evil, badness, fitna will be like the dark state of the night.
Gecenin hani gündüzdür ama gecenin zulmeti var, karanlığı var.
Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, says that in the end times, that even though it will be daytime, that there will be fitna and all kinds of different types of corruption present, that it is so hard to detect them, that it will have covered the entire world, and there will be darkness and gloom of the night spread everywhere.
Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem o vakit ne yapacaksınız diyor.
And the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, was then asked, what should one do at that time?
O vakit herkes evinde olsun, evinden lüzumsuz yere çıkmasın, evde ibadetini yapsın, ailesiyle olsun.
At that time, everyone should be in their home, should not leave their home unnecessarily, should perform their worship while being at home, should be with their family, and should look after their family.
Ailesine baksın. Şimdi insanlar aileye, herkes kendi kendine bakıyor. Başkasını fazla düşündüğü yok.
Nowadays, people look after themselves. Everyone looks after their own self and does not think much about others.
Birinci ben, sonra başkaları, sonra aile filan diye.
They say, me first, then others, then the family, and so on.
Onun için ailenin mesuliyeti üstünde olmasını istemiyor. Serbest olsun.
Therefore, one does not want the responsibility of the family to be on them. They want everyone to be free.
Serbest olunca da olmuyor. Her şeyin bir usulü, adabı var.
But it doesn't work that way, that everyone is just free to do whatever they like. Everything has a way and everything has requires a proper behavior.
Dünya insanları yani kendine cezbedip dünyaya batırır. Allah Azze ve Celle'den uzaklaştırır.
This world attracts people to itself. And then once people are deceived by this world, this world makes them sink into the world. And this then distances people from Allah Almighty.
Onun için vazife ne yapalım diye sorarlar, nasihat ne? Aileye bakın.
People ask, what duty should we fulfill, and what is the advice you give us? And it's clear, look after your family.
Çok mühimdir. Aileye bakmak mühimdir. Çünkü çoğu Allah muhafaza etsin. Geliyorlar, işte çocuklar ya bir şeye alışmış, onu kurtulmak istiyorlar, kurtulamıyorlar.
Now, looking after the family is very important, because many people come, and may Allah Almighty protect us, saying that their children have gotten used to something, and they want to get rid of it, but they cannot.
Onun için de dua istiyorlar.
And then they ask for prayers for that reason.
Onun için ona dikkat etmek lazım her bakımdan.
Therefore, one must be careful about that in every respect.
Elindeki aletten, o telefonda, bilmem başka şeydi, onlara zehir salıyorlar.
From that device in your hand, whether it's the phone or something else, they release poison. They release poison into your children.
Yani bu şeytanın askerinin akla hayale gelmeyen şeyleri var. Zehirleri var. Her taraftan salıveriyorlar.
Shaitan and Shaitan's soldiers have things that the mind cannot imagine. They have poisons and ways, and in order to poison people, and they release them from everywhere.
Kumar desen acayip. Birkaç gündür birkaç defa bakıyorsun bir şey göndermişler bize bile. Yani Allah muhafaza etsin, onun için söylüyoruz. Bu dikkat etmek lazım. Sana 5.000 lira verdik. Hem bu başla şey yapmaya. Ya Allah Allah, nereden geldi? Hayrına kim verir 5.000 lira? Yani şeytanın.
And look at gambling. And this is something we have seen over and over again. And they even send those things to us. And we ask Allah Almighty for protection. Because one needs to be very careful about these things, and they have ways in order to deceive and fool people. And they will send promotional material telling you, like, you have a budget of 5,000 liras, start doing this. But where does 5,000 liras come from? They don't give you money for nothing.
Askerleri 5.000 lirada başlayacak, seni 500 milyon batıracak. Elin avucunda ne var ne yok götürecek.
They want to engage you to start doing those bad things, and they incite people, for example, for gambling by telling them that they have free money available. And this is just one way of how Shaitan's soldiers deceive people. They tell you have 5,000 liras for free available for gambling, and then in the end they sink you into a debt of 500 million, and they will take whatever you possess in the end.
Nasıl bu şey oluyor? İşte buna diyoruz. Ahir zamanın fitneleri bunlar. Ahir zamanın zehirleri.
And this is exactly those various types of fitna and corruption of an evil that our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, mentioned, which will exist in the end of times. These are the various poisons of the end times.
Dikkat etmek lazım. Aileye, kendine, çoluk çocuğa.
Therefore, one must be very careful about the family, oneself, and the children.
Biraz bakmak lazım ki Allah muhafaza etsin. Allah yardım etsin.
You need to look after your family and be careful. May Allah Almighty protect us and help us.
Zamanımız ahir zamandır.
We now live in the end times.
Yani dünyada bu kadar kötülük bu zamana kadar olmamış.
There has never been this much evil in the world until this time.
En kötü zaman bizim zamanımız ahir zamandır.
The worst time is our time. It is the end times.
Ama ona karşılık da en büyük fayda, sevap, Allah'ın ikramı bu zamanda kendini muhafaza edip doğru yolda devam eden, kendine, ailesine, akrabasına, toplumuna yardımcı olan insanlar için.
But in return, there are such great rewards, benefits, and Allah Almighty's offerings for people who protect themselves in this time, continue on the right path, and help themselves, their families, their relatives, and their society.
O kadar büyük sevaplar var ki bu şeyin karşılığında onu da kötülüğün karşılığında Allah onu da vaat etmiş.
Against all that evil that exists, Allah Almighty has promised at the same time a great reward as well.
İşte cihat diyorlar. Cihat budur. Nefsine, kötülüğe karşı kendini muhafaza etmek, başkalarını muhafaza etmek.
They are calling for jihad, and jihad is exactly this. Now in this time, jihad in this time now is protecting oneself against one's own ego, protecting oneself against the evil and protecting others against the ego and the various types of evil that exist.
Allah yardım etsin hepimizi.
May Allah Almighty help us all.
Allah muhafaza etsin bu vaziyetten, kötülükten.
May Allah Almighty protect us from the situations of the end times and from the evil that exists in these times.
Şeytanın şerrinden, şeytanın avanesinin şerlerinden Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us from the evil of Shaitan and the evils committed by Shaitan's cohorts.
Amin. Allah tevfik. El Fatiha.